Well. World-class veteran video game critic Michael Does Life. Oh, Michael.
Oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. Trailer, there's a mo, it's a
Shut the fuck up! Fucker! Move!
You know, you really just can't help but wonder, how does it feel to be a part of the infamous Losers Club? It must be so incredibly sad. World class is always right. And that doesn't work with some people, but it works for me. And I'll tell you what, Grand Theft Auto 6 is a unmitigated total disaster. We are now 3 days since Grand Theft Auto 6 Trailer 2, and it is approaching the 100 million view mark on YouTube. And I believe Trailer 1, which came out over 500 days ago, got there a lot quicker. So I would argue that this trailer here that Rockstar put out and their approach to how they went about this was a complete total failure, in the sense that it could have been bigger, it could have been better, but they know their audience, and they know their audience are pigs. And what do pigs do? Pigs love lining up to the buffet to consume. They will never question the quality of the product. So why put out a great second trailer when you can half-ass it and throw in some gameplay shots and call it a day? You don't have to put much work into it. They know their pigs are there day one. They know their pigs are already waiting out front. They saw the sign. And they're ready to do one thing and one thing only, and that's consume. So if I were Rockstar, I wouldn't put any more work into the game, quite frankly, because they know that you're going to be there day one. And we got a lot to unpack here today again. Just because you guys can't show up doesn't mean that we're stopping our discussion on Grand Theft Auto 6, mind you. Because if you can't fill the seats, someone else will. So it's really that simple. You can't be bothered to tune in. You're too lazy to tune in. Great. That's fantastic. Leaves more room on the bench for people to tune in and be a part of the broadcast. So for the unwilling and for the unmotivated, well, they're missing out. I'll tell you that right now. And it shows a lot of things that these losers aren't coming back. I have over 100 members. None of them interact with me, maybe about a handful, maybe about 6 or 7 or 8 at max. But we have over 100 members. I don't know what they're paying for. They pay me $5 every month, and they never interact with World Class. They never reach out in the member tab. They never really appear in the chat too often. They're very weird people. But, if you you do you. I'll just leave it at that. You do you. But if I were paying $5 a month for something, I would probably at least interact with it once a week. But, hey. It's just like Rockstar Games. They put out a dud trailer here. That's what this is. It's a dud trailer. They didn't even have the confidence to hype it up because it was so terrible. And they knew the pigs were going to line up and love it. They weren't going to question the quality of trailer 2. They weren't going to question the song choice. They weren't going to question any of the pigs were lining up to the buffet to consume. But I have a hard time believing that Trailer 2 is actually what we will be getting on May 26, 2026. And we have things to show you here today that you're not going to like to see. So, Rockstar is the new Ubisoft. They have been the new Ubisoft for quite some time now. And for some reason, they get a pass. Well, today we're going to show you that their previous trailers are a bunch of poppycock. And I'm certainly hoping that this one isn't. But that remains to be seen. We are over a year away from this game launching. We are over a year away from this game launching. Okay? Over a year away. Not 1 year. We're over a year away. It's May 9th. It's not May 26, 2024. 2025. It's May 9th. So we're not even a year away. It's over a year away until this game hits the store shelves. And Rockstar decided to, before the next earnings call, to come out of the woodwork and unload to please their investors, to throw out a dud trailer that was not worth the 500-day wait. And the normies love it because the beer physics are so realistic and Lucia's ass is realistic. They can't get enough of it. Well, your grandma doesn't know about Grand Theft Auto 6 yet. The normies still don't know about this game. This is still a secluded internet darling game. Okay? This is like one of those games that, like, you know, the basement dwellers know about and the gamers know about. But anyone outside of that bubble, Cloud Bloom is coming through. That's what we love to see. The legend is in the building.
Cloud Bloom super chatted $2. Folks, the cracks are starting to show.
They really are. Cloud Bloom, the legend, is coming through, and he's coming through in a way that makes sense to kick us off here. I believe Mike Bobo came through before the broadcast began. Now Cloud Bloom, the legend, is coming through, and he's coming through in a way that makes sense. Folks, the Crocs are starting to show. And they certainly are, and they certainly can have a conversation about this game. It's so funny how you losers have this opportunity to come in here, and this is kind of like 4Channel in here, really. You could come in here and say this game is trash, and you're not going to get banned in the chat. You go do that in other channels, believe me, they will ban you. So you have an opportunity over here to kind of freely discuss the game. And for some reason, you can't take advantage of that. So you like going on these systems that are programmed to shill these games. If I went to the Doom Reddit, if I went to the Doom Discord, and I said Doom the Dark Ages doesn't look good, they're going to get mad, and then eventually that leads to a timeout. Because they're going to label me a troll because I have a different opinion. That's what they do. I've done it for years. They will not allow you to have an opinion that doesn't conform to the general consensus. And it's so disgusting. Look at this right here. Decepticon Beats is plowing through hard and strong. We got to stand up for this one.
Decepticon Beats has just tipped €11 through Super Chat.
He's coming through in a way that makes sense.
Do in GTA San Andreas, you should be able to do in GTA 6 and more. If not, this game ain't worth our money. My thoughts on Trailer 2, nice graphics but I'm not convinced yet. Cool face emoji, flexed biceps emoji, trophy emoji.
Yeah, I mean, Trailer 2 and those screenshots that they put out is honestly a reality check for me. This was a big fantasy game. This was a big game where it's like, well, what could Rockstar really pull off this time around with the new hardware, with the SSD in mind? 16 gigabytes of RAM is the norm. You know, there's a lot of new things going on here. We have yet to see Rockstar this generation, so it's like, well, what could Rockstar really accomplish? Trailer 1 kind of continued that fantasy thought of this game being like this ultimate game, right? Like this game that does truly everything. And then Trailer 2 comes along, it kind of settles it down a little bit, and the screenshots kind of verify that, well, we maybe need to reduce the hype a lot with Grand Theft Auto 6. Now, that doesn't mean our coverage will stop or anything like that, but I think the hype levels have definitely dwindled a little bit here for Grand Theft Auto 6, and that's not saying we're not going to be there day one. I'm going to buy the game day one. I'm not ashamed to say that, even though we have problems with the game. They're getting our money. So quite frankly, and you're buying it too, so you're all buying it day one. Decepticon Beats is coming through, and he's coming through in a way that makes sense, and that's what we love to see. And we had to stand up for that one because that one was a little bit above what we have received so far. I would appreciate that. Decepticon Beats coming through in a way that makes sense. He is not a true gamer. He is outside. Okay, it's not a Michael show. The show isn't about Michael. I'm so glad Grand Theft Auto 6 is delayed because we have over a year to figure out how to truly cover this game in a very effective way where Michael isn't in the equation, if that makes any sense. Because you guys are absolute parasocials. And that's how this game is going to be so successful, is because you're going to get locked.
Days for fake stadium and interiors, garbage.
Oh, it looks so bad. I mean, it's straight. Now, granted, the game isn't finished. I will give it that. But quite frankly, there should have been text at the bottom of the screen that says the game isn't finished, because I don't know what they're trying to show. That looks so impressive. Cool, you got great... And we'll go back to those screens because there's a lot of other stuff that we forgot to show you. But, yeah, once I saw that screenshot, it was over for me. Like they're still doing 2D fake interiors. Like, what are we doing? Like, Spider-Man on PS4 kind of had the fake 3D ones at least. They figured that out. It's not the best solution, but it's a better solution. And, you know, this is a $2 billion game, rumored $2 billion game, and it's like, you know, we don't know if that's true or not, but it's obviously one of the highest budgeted games of all time, if not the highest. And it's just like, how are we still not able to figure out this interior? Oh, draw distance. And then we have these armchair developers come in here and start defending this slop. And it's so funny. It's like, dude, I know what draw distance is. I know what level of detail is. Of course, when you look out, you know, it's going to look worse than when you're up close. That's how shit works. I understand that. There's a range to it, okay? But these are the screenshots that Rockstar wants you to see. And it's like, dude, the stadium interiors are non-existent. Like, they're 2D, and maybe when you walk up to it and get closer, maybe they you know, become 3D or something. But we're not seeing great things here with Grand Theft Auto 6. Now, again, to give this game the benefit of the doubt, the game is over a year away. They have plenty of time to work on this game. It's not like this game is coming fall 2025, because now I would be even more concerned. We're still concerned because I don't think this is the priority this time around. I think it's really about investing all the money and resources and time into making the characters look really fucking good. And, you know, that storyline that's going to really grip you. I know you guys are going to get really locked into this storyline because you guys, a lot of you, well, we're not going to get into it. I was going to go down a path there, and we're not going to go down that path here today. But let's just say the story of Jason and Lucia is really going to click with a lot of you guys. And that's all I'm going to say. So if you thought Red Dead Redemption 2 was really clicking for you, you ain't seen nothing yet, okay? This motherfucking game is gonna grip you by its hooks, and you're not going to be able to put the controller down with this storyline. So you're going to really love it, and that's how they're going to win you over, is the storyline and the emotional tug that it has, especially at the end, and, you know, this, that, and the third. So that's how they're going to get the gamer in, for the normal average gamer. But for anyone that wants to explore the world of Vice City and see what it has to offer, and, well, we're not impressed right now, and that's unfortunate. But you know, luckily, like I said, to give the game the benefit of the doubt, we have over a year until this game comes out. We're not even at the 1 year mark yet. Okay, that's later this month. Later this month, we will hit the 1 year mark, and Grand Theft Auto 6 will be officially 1 year away. But we're not there yet. It's May 9th, and we have a little ways to go. So we're not there yet. And then after that, we can say Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming out in less than a year. But that's not until a few weeks. Well, Andrew Tate said it best. I mean, Andrew Tate was just spitting facts about this game, and I'm not going to reiterate what he said because I can't quite frankly remember fully, but it was basically like, yeah, you know, this game is for basement dwellers, and it is. I mean, this game is truly for basement dwellers. It's, you know, it's a fantasy game, not in the sense that it has wizards and fucking magic potions and shit, but it's a fantasy game in the sense that it's like, well, yeah, you can't experience this stuff in real life. So here it is in a virtual world that looks photorealistic. Here's the substitute. You know, you can't drive the Lamborghini in real life. Most of you can't. You can't go to Florida and get on the jet ski. Most of you just can't do that, right? And, you know, live that luxurious lifestyle. And, well, that's what the game is presenting to you. You can do that in this virtual world, you know, for you know, $80, $60, $70, whatever the price is going to be for this game. For, you know, that's what it is. I mean, that's what video games are. They're a virtual escape. And this game is delivering on that very, very fondly. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I think for me, I need a little bit more than that. I mean, you know, when I walk around Vice City, I have to be sold the believability of Vice City. And it's just like, how hard is it for Rockstar to put information on their website to say, hey, look, this is what Jason and Lucia can do in Vice City, and show us kind of, not show us gameplay, but, you know, kind of allude to like, hey, you can play basketball and you can do this and you can do that. And it's like, okay, just because basketball is in the screenshots doesn't mean that you can actually do it. We're going to show you today what I'm talking about. This could be all smoke and mirrors. Rockstar's been pulling this shit for years. And, you know, everyone just likes to start talking about Ubisoft and Watch Dogs and how they fucked up. And it's just like, homie, you don't even know what you're talking about. Rockstar's been doing this shit for years and years and years. Their trailers are never like the games. And we're going to show you that here today. So unless things have changed, I would not expect Grand Theft Auto 6 to look exactly like it does in these trailers and in these screenshots. Now, I'm hoping that they figured it out, and I'm hoping it's a little bit closer to the final product. But even Red Dead Redemption 2 had this problem, and I'll show you that here today. I called it out back in 2016, 2017. No one cared. You know, I noticed it firsthand, and I thought, wait a minute, I just saw Red Dead Redemption 2 trailer 1, and then I played the game, and it's nothing like it is in the trailer. You know, and then we got Excuse City from these Rockstar fanboys. Oh, the hardware, the hardware. It's always hardware. Like they always flock to the hardware limitations. There's always going to be hardware limitations, even if they were exclusively working with a 5090. There's never not going to be limitations. In fact, the developers work best when there is limitations. So that is not an excuse. Now, I understand GTA 5 was a very ambitious game, 3 playable characters on the PS3 with 256 megabytes of RAM. I get that, and I'm not a game dev, but at the end of the day, when you put out promotional screenshots and then the final game looks nothing like it, I'm sorry, but that's a red flag to me. That's a Cyberpunk 2077 situation, and it's utterly ridiculous. And they've been doing it for years and years and years now. And I'm not saying that they're doing it here with Grand Theft Auto 6 because it's too early to say, but I think a lot of people need to start lowering expectations right now for this game. I think that's the healthy way to approach this game, is to really start lowering expectations about a year out. And that way, when the game does release on May 26, 2026, you won't be disappointed because you've already lowered your expectations. No one's hating the game here. We're all buying the game. Okay? They already have our money, so our opinion is irrelevant. But at the end of the day, since I am buying the game, we are going to speak our mind about the game, and you can either tune in or not. It's really that simple. You know, this is the last of these games. They don't really make these games anymore. Saints Row's not around. Watch Dogs isn't around. There's no competition for Rockstar games anymore. Not that Saints Row was not that Saints Row was competition, but it was definitely there. And it was a choice for players to go to if they got bored or if they wanted to play both games and get both games. And that way they can have, like, you know, GTA 4 is a depressing game. GTA 4 was it was an intense game. And then you look at Saints Row 2, which came out right around the same time. And Saints Row 2 offers a very different experience. It's not... it's goofy, it's silly, it's wacky, it's dumb, it's fun. It's kind of like the San Andreas stuff. And the marketing for Saints Row 2 was so great. Like, they were directly saying, "Hey, are you bored of are you bored of Liberty City? Come on over here to Stillwater, and you can jump off the buildings with parachutes." You couldn't do that, of course, in the base GTA 4 game. And it's just shit like that where it's like, wow, that was a great. It's like, yeah, let's play Saints Row 2. Let's have some fun because maybe you are getting tired of Liberty City. Maybe you are getting tired of that. Kind of depressing tone that it has, so you jump over to Saints Row 2. But the point is that you don't have those options now. There is no Saints Row. Saints Row's not coming back. Watch Dogs isn't coming back. It's over. You had your opportunities, gamers, to say, hey, I wanted to partake in these games and I wanted to love these games, but you didn't do it strongly enough because if you know, quite frankly, if these games were making GTA Online money, they wouldn't be out of, these companies wouldn't be out of business. Saints Row would still be a thing. If Saints Row took off like Grand Theft Auto Online did, it would be a totally different story, but it never came to that because they turned Saints Row into garbage. Saints Row 2 was the last good one. After that, they started getting really fucking weird. Not that the second one was normal, but the second one had a great balance between the weird and the wacky and the fun and, the gangster stuff. But with that said, it started to go down to this fucking comic book shit, basically, and it's just like, yeah, now it's turning into this dumb, wacky fantasy game where you can fly around like fucking Crackdown and all that crap. And it's just like, yeah, this is very different from Grand Theft Auto now. And I think, the only option you have left is Mafia, but obviously Mafia, the Old Country is a very distinct, and, that's coming out a year before this game, but Mafia, the Old Country isn't really competition because it's a very different game. It's a linear game. and it's set, in the early 1900s or whatever. So it's a very different experience. But, maybe in the future when Mafia gets back on track, if this one does well for $50, they'll bring it back to the big city and stuff like that. But right now, the point is that you don't have alternatives, really. I mean, you really don't. You don't have alternatives. You have to play GTA 6, or there is no other open-world crime game to play. Well, actually, you know what? I just forgot. Mid's-Eye is coming out next month, actually. Leslie Benzies. And Leslie Benzies was the executive producer on these motherfucking games. So I am very interested to see how that game turns out. And, I already know that game is going to be, it's not going to be as ambitious as Grand Theft Auto 6, of course, but we will definitely be checking that out. Leslie Benzies obviously knows a thing or two on how to make a great game, and he's probably putting that expertise to use. So we will definitely be checking out Mid's-Eye. I think the graphics look good. I saw some more gameplay of it, and it looks kind of actually similar to Saints Row, with Lincoln Clay as the actor for Lincoln Clay as the main protagonist, but we'll definitely be checking it out. So that could become later on down the road, if this first game is successful, a competition. And people are going to be jonesing for a GTA 6 experience, so they're going to be definitely picking that up. And, it's from Leslie Benzies, and, he was a head honcho at Rockstar Games, so he knows what he's fucking doing, I'll tell you that, unless he just didn't do anything. I don't know. You start to wonder, it's like, what is Rockstar really doing? And it's like, well, this current Rockstar, this current iteration of Rockstar isn't doing anything. That I can tell you. They're not doing anything. And if they're doing something, they're doing it very slowly. And it's just taking forever, and they need to get up on that treadmill and start running fast. That's what they need to do. They could have probably got this game to the finish line if they really wanted to, but they don't believe in crunch. We knew that last year, and we've learned that a long time ago. They don't believe in crunch, just like you guys don't believe in supporting my show. You guys don't believe in hitting the like button. You guys don't believe in actually communicating like normal human beings in here, and instead you want to point the finger and laugh like fucking losers. So you guys are just like the modern-day Rockstar. You guys just don't believe. And that's the problem. That's why this game isn't coming out fall 2025, is because the woke devs are too busy drinking their soy lattes to crunch to get this game to the fall 2025 finish line. And instead they said, well, thank you so much. Now they have extra leeway to get this game out in over a year from now. So they don't have to crunch. They can just come into the office when they like, because presumably the main work is done. And now they're at that stage where they're just, I wouldn't know what stage they're at, but the game has to be playable from start to finish at this point. I mean, it was scheduled to release in fall of 2025, so, it's got to be at a point where it's pretty much done. So what we're going to do, where's the support? I don't know. Something happened when this game came out. We've seen it firsthand. When the game got delayed, we got great support. They love the doom and gloom. They love the negative energy. And then when the game actually has content, when the game actually has a trailer, they don't want to discuss it. It's really weird fucking behavior.
$5 Canadian. Let those losers know, Michael.
Yeah, well, we have to. Dude Speaks is coming through in a way that makes sense. It's what we love to see. I don't know. I talked about the game for literally months and months and months and months and months and months and months in a live environment like this with way less viewers than what we have now. And we did that all the way from trailer 1 until now. And all of a sudden, this game comes out. We were talking about this game. Some of you could be new, and if you are, that's fantastic. But some of you guys could be new, and it's just like, we were here talking about this game when there was no information. You guys weren't a part of the drought. The drought was fucking crazy. The drought was insane. It was 500 days of pure silence. And then all of a sudden, this breaks, and then the normies have a big opinion on the game. And it's so funny because it's like, no one had an opinion on this game for weeks and weeks and weeks and months and months and months. We don't know what to talk about, Michael, because there's only one trailer. It's the same trailer that it was since December of 2023. And now there's 50 new screenshots. There's trailer 2. There's a release date. I mean, what more do you need? And now there's still nothing to say. It's the same old fucking excuse. And that's why it's like, well, James Figaro is coming through. We got to stand up for this one. James Figaro is in the building, and he's coming through in a way that makes sense with that 10. You love to see it. We're in the summer of 2024 here. What year is it? Summer of 2025. we're in the summer of 2025, and you guys need to start locking in. This is the last summer before GTA 6. Okay, so this is the big roadmap here. James Figaro is coming through, and he's coming through in a way that makes sense with that hard and strong $10 super chat. You love to see it. James Figaro is in the motherfucking building, and he's plowing through hard and strong. But this is the last summer before GTA 6, because by this time next year, we will be in GTA 6 mode, and going to be a very interesting. It's going to be very interesting to say the least. But I think Rockstar needs to do a lot of work between now and then. I really hope that they push hard and strong, because, man, oh man, they've really. I don't know what they did to this game, but I think they're investing too much into the character designs. I really do. I think it's just they're investing way too much into the character designs. They're focusing way too much on that. They're focusing in on these like hyper-realistic faces and this whole graphics thing. And it's like, I get that. Like, yeah, you want to push the boundaries of what we've seen before, especially in an open world game. That's great, but we kind of expected that. And not only that, but Red Dead Redemption 2 from 2018 on PlayStation 4 still looks fantastic, even at 720p resolution. So it's not really a feature for me that, wow, the graphics are great. And to really test the graphics, you would have to show someone that doesn't play video games, because the only people that are going to really appreciate the graphics, the normies don't actually catch on to that stuff. They look at the game and they go, oh, wow. But they don't think great graphics because they're not in the video game bubble. They can't have that sort of appreciation level where it's like, okay, wow, we can see the progression of where gaming has come. They can't really do that, so they don't have any context to what the previous games look like or anything like that, nor do they care. So if you were to show this to a normie, and I mean an absolute normie that doesn't really play video games or maybe played video games about 15 or so years ago, they're probably not going to be that impressed with the graphics. I think it's more of a hype session. And trailer 2 is not... If you were to select a trailer to show someone that hasn't seen anything in regards to this game, I would say trailer 1. Now, if they're interested in more, then obviously play trailer 2. But trailer 2 isn't going to sell anyone on this game. Trailer 2 is for those that are already locked in. They have turned this game into an internet darling game. It's unbelievable that Rockstar Games has gone down this direction. You literally cannot... This game does not exist outside of the internet. And granted, we're over a year away, but there will be eventually billboards up, in the cities and stuff like that, and there will be eventually TV commercials and TV spots. And, if there are some magazines left, there will probably be, Game Informer's coming back, so I'm assuming there will be a Game Informer issue at some point. But it is, right now, an exclusive internet darling game. So if you weren't on the internet, you wouldn't know that this game exists unless someone told you. And this is fucking crazy to me. You wouldn't know that even Trailer 2 came out. You know how many people don't even know that Trailer 2 came out because it just kind of came and went? And it's a dud trailer, too. I mean, it really is. It hasn't even hit 100 million views. I mean, unless it did right now, just in the last few hours. But it still hasn't hit, last time I checked, 100 million views. And it's like, well, that's been out for 3 days now. And I think the whole approach of dropping Trailer 2 out of nowhere and doing this whole new rollout for the website, it was just to, basically say, hey, guys, shut your bitch ass up. The game's coming out next year, May 26, 2026. Here you go. Now... simmer down, pipe down. And that's what they did. They just kind of unloaded everything after over 500 days of silence, and now all of a sudden they just start delivering. And really, I don't know if they're delivering in a way that makes sense. I mean, these city shots are not good. These screenshots specifically, and you guys are chalking it up to draw distance and all of this other stuff, and it's like, okay, buddy. I mean, it's just like, dude, we're not like zooming in, 5 miles away, right? It's kind of right there, and there's like hardly any NPCs in the world. So it's like maybe they're testing and trying to get that optimization going. But you have to understand this game is also on Series S, and I think that version needs to be canceled. I really do believe that version should be canceled. I don't think this game should be on Series S, but it is going to be so. Nobody cares about GTA 6 anymore? Okay, well, I don't give a shit if you don't care. Because guess what, buddy? I've been covering this since 500 days. And the coverage will continue. So I don't care, and the view count will dwindle. I don't care as the hype fades. But luckily, we have Doom coming up, and we also have Death Stranding 2. And don't even get me started on Death Stranding 2. Don't even get me started on Death Stranding 2, because holy shit, Kojima sold out with Death Stranding 2. Okay, let's just put it that way. Kojima sold out with Death Stranding 2. They have changed everything about the game to cater and pander to the normies, cater and pander to those that are impatient, and it's just yikes. So now they've turned it into a Metal Gear Solid 5 clone game with the Death Stranding title slapped onto the box, and they call it a day. And nothing like the first game, but that's okay because we knew that was going to happen. Kojima had to bend the knee to cater and pander to the normies. So I don't think Death Stranding 2 looks great either. In fact, I don't think the new Doom game looks great either. In fact, I don't think there's any game right now that deserves to have your attention other than Grand Theft Auto 6, even though I do have problems with this game. We have problems with every game, and you should too. But I will tell you that the only game that really deserves your attention is Grand Theft Auto 6 right now. I don't think you should be caring about the new Doom. I don't think you should be caring about Death Stranding 2. I mean, those are just sequels. You know, they're not going to bring too much new to the table. It's going to reiterate what they previously put out. This game, you know, it's a little bit different. It's Grand Theft Auto. We haven't seen Grand Theft Auto in many, many years, over a decade, since 2013. So this is a big return for this franchise. I mean, it's just unbelievable. And you'll see. Now, when I saw someone have the same take, I don't know if you guys actually listen to this show. You obviously don't. But there was a big streamer. I think he plays like Street Fighter. I don't know his name. But he said the same thing that I did. And it's like, damn, this guy probably watches my show, because it was almost word for word with what I said. And I'm not saying I was the first to predict it, but weeks and weeks ago, I told you guys, you're not going to find a PlayStation 5 Pro when this game does come out. So it might be best to just buy one right now before the inevitable price increase. And not only that, but the availability is going to be non-existent. People are going to pay $800 for a PlayStation 5 Pro, even if the price increase does go up. If Sony says, hey, we're going to come out, in a few weeks and increase the prices of our consoles, people need a console to play this game. It doesn't matter about price. You want to play this game? You want to see Lucia's ass? You're buying a PlayStation 5. That's what you're doing. I mean, it's just as simple as that. The price doesn't matter. You either play the game or you don't. Now, granted, most of you have a PlayStation 5, but some of you don't have a PlayStation 5 Pro, and you might think that this is the game that, gets you to upgrade to the PlayStation 5 Pro, and I would argue that might very well be the case. I think the PlayStation 5 Pro is definitely going to benefit, from this game. So you won't be able to find one on May 26, 2026, if this game is that successful, especially a PlayStation 5 Pro. But I even think the PlayStation 5, I think the Xbox as well will be hard to find, maybe a little bit easier, but I think that's still going to be tricky as well. You're talking about millions and millions that have yet to upgrade to the PlayStation 5 or even maybe the new Xbox, and they have to experience this, and they have to, as such, buy those consoles. So that's where the problem comes in, and it's like, okay, well, if 5 people go to the store right now and buy a PlayStation 5 Pro, they're then out of stock. That's all it takes. So if 5 people went out and they bought a PlayStation 5 Pro at your GameStop, they might not have more than that. So it's like, that's it. Then you're out of luck, and you won't be getting one unless you buy it from a scalper. So there's going to be the whole scalper situation next year just because of this game for the PlayStation 5 Pro. And right now actually is a decent time to buy the PlayStation 5 Pro, because if they do, and I'm not trying to sell it to anyone, but if they do increase the prices, then if you buy it now, obviously you're going to get a better deal. But Death Stranding 2 is coming out very soon as well. That's coming out next month. So and that's going to be one of those games that looks great on an OLED television, big OLED television. So the consoles are going to be very hard to find, but The thing is that now people are saying the exact same thing that I was saying weeks ago. It's like we almost have to hire an editor to put out the content that it's more digestible, so that you guys can figure it out in a way that makes sense. Because you just don't like listening to someone babble for 15 minutes straight. Well, not 15 minutes straight, but you love it when Asmongold does. You watch him for 8 hours a day because that guy has no life. And then you guys sit there and you're like, oh, he's a multi-millionaire, by the way, and he just sits in his parents' basement. It's like, that's amazing. Oh, man. Digital Foundry said that the GTA 6 will run on 30 frames. Yeah, it's going to run at 30 frames. I mean, if you're into Rockstar, you know they don't do 60 frames. The only time they've done 60 frames is with GTA 5 on PlayStation 5. But that's a PS3 game, so it should be able to do. But this isn't going to be able to do 60 frames. And if you wanted 60 frames, they're going to have to draw back on some of this detail and fidelity. I mean, it's just not going to be as detailed. So either you want it to be what they're showcasing right now, or you want your 60 frames. Okay, again, here we go with the parasocial stuff. Let's talk about the video. I'm here to talk about the video game. I'm not here to talk about other streamers. I'm not here to talk about other people. You guys can get in those little cliques and do that shit. I don't give a fuck, but I don't do that. That's not my fucking thing. So you either respect it or you get up out of here. It's as simple as that. Okay, we're here to talk about video games. They don't interest you anymore because the dopamine levels don't hit. That's great. That's fantastic. This isn't for you. Okay, it's as simple as that. I really couldn't care less. You don't care about Grand Theft Auto 6? Great. You don't have to tell me, because I can tell who comes in here and who doesn't. And, that makes it pretty obvious and pretty evident on who is interested in Grand Theft Auto 6 and who isn't. Especially when Trailer 2 drops. It's like, well, everyone should be in here. Every single person that pays me $5 a month should be in here. There's absolutely no excuses. And they weren't. So I don't know what you want me to tell you. But they're obviously not interested in this game. Or they're not interested in my content. And it's like, well, if that's the case, why are they spending $5 a month on something that they just can't be bothered to engage with? So with that said, we're going to go ahead and do a breakdown here. But we need you guys to start locking in and start supporting the broadcast here. It's getting utterly ridiculous in here with this low energy. We got more viewers than ever, less support. And it's always been like that. You get less viewers, more support. More viewers, less support. Make it make sense. Y'all are scared like, oh, hell yeah, we ain't coming through. We don't want to get judged. Who gives a fuck? I'm outside right now yelling at this freaking device. And you guys are like, it's a green screen, Michael. Yeah, it's a green screen, so shut your bitch ass up. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and dissect this here. And we're going to go ahead and get started. So, is Grand Theft Auto 6 Trailer 2 a reality, or is it all smoke and mirrors? So let's go ahead and jump over and take a look at this stuff here. Now, we got 3 of these on the screen, and let's start off with the first one here. Okay. And this is bad. This is bad. And you guys will defend this because that's what you guys do. You love playing contrarian, but this is GTA 5. And to the left-hand side, that is Trailer 1, okay? That's Trailer 1 right there. And then on the right-hand side, that's gameplay. And to me, that's a massive downgrade. And really, it's inexcusable. It's the same house, too. It's the same house. They were showing you something that just wasn't in the game. And it's just a huge downgrade. And I'm certainly hoping that this doesn't happen again with Grand Theft Auto 6 because, quite frankly, I mean, that's just unbelievable. That is unbelievable. So, you guys don't care. If Ubisoft did this, you guys would be like, oh, my God, Michael. Oh, my God, Michael, Ubisoft sucks. If EA did this, you would say the same thing. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. Rockstar does this, and you just sit there and say it doesn't matter. That wasn't needed, And it's just like, if you can't understand this, then I don't know what to tell you. You have a low IQ. Harvard grad school would have never. They would have never accepted you. They wouldn't even have looked at your application because you're a loser. And it's just like, if you can't understand why this is a problem, well, then I don't know what to tell you. I can't help you. But it doesn't stop with Grand Theft Auto 5 either. In fact, they did the exact same thing with Red Dead Redemption 2, which leads me to believe that Grand Theft Auto 6 could very well be smoke and mirrors. And it's just like, okay, for this game, I guess you could say the hardware limitations. Then why did they show us something that was obviously not going to make it into the final product? That makes absolutely no sense. You guys need to get passionate about video games. I want you guys to fucking be like football teams. And I'm not talking about fucking soccer, mate. I'm talking about fucking American football, okay? Something that you guys know nothing about. It's called the National Football League, okay? I want you to get as passionate about that shit with this, okay? You like a team, and I say that team sucks, and we get into an argument. That's fantastic. That's what I want. I want you guys to give a damn about this. I want you to give a damn about the fact that Rockstar lies through their teeth about these fucking games. And you love it. You actually love the lie. You love buying into the fucking lie every single fucking time. It's not a big deal, Michael. Calm down. Says the Rockstar fucking glazer. Yeah, I'm sick and tired of this shit, okay? I'm sick and tired of this shit. They show you something that's so good. They show you something that's so amazing. And then you get the game and it's a fucking ghost town. I'm done with this garbage. It's implying that houses could be sold. This is the same thing that's happening in Grand Theft Auto 6. The same damn thing. So that's the first one. If you disagree, you're a loser. It's as simple as that. I'm not going to argue with you losers. Okay, let's get the other one up on the screen here. Here we go. Here's another one. Again, trailer 1. People are, they make the pier look so lively. They make the pier look like it's a living, breathing thing, that people are actually living their lives in Los Santos. And the pier is so busy, and it's so, just so lifelike and realistic, and the women are checking out the men jogging and all of this crap. And then you play the game and it's a fucking ghost town. What is wrong with Rockstar game? Oh, here we go with the excuses. Here we go, the Rockstar Glazers in the chat. Well, Michael, the PlayStation 3 has 256. Excuse me, I go to Magic the Gathering fucking I go to Magic the Gathering events on Thursdays. The PlayStation 3 has 256 megabytes of RAM. They couldn't possibly do this. It's not my fault they showed it. You stupid idiots. But everyone's like, Watch Dogs. This is worse than Watch Dogs, is it not? It's worse than Watch Dogs. The only thing with Watch Dogs is that they kind of, they presented it as if it was gameplay, and this was a trailer. But this shit is nothing like and then these losers, these Glazers come in here, these Rockstar Glazers come in here, and they say that they say, oh, it looks better, by the way. It doesn't look better. They literally sit there and they love being lied to, and they say the game looks better, by the way. How does the game look better when it's devoid of life? I don't care if technically it does look better than trailer 1. I disagree. When it's devoid of life, the game is trash. You guys are losers. You guys are absolute incels. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Oh my God. I don't care if it was recorded on PC. That's not my problem. They showed you a game that doesn't exist. You cannot play this version of Grand Theft Auto 5. It doesn't exist on any platform, not even on PC. I don't know what you guys are smoking. Oh, but it gets worse. It gets worse. So we have another one here from Grand Theft Auto 5. And again, it's devoid of life. It's the same thing over and over and over again. It's devoid of life. So you come out here to this, the bar here, where Trevor lives, And they show people near the bar. They're implying and insinuating that there's going to be some activity at the bar, and then you play the game and it's a ghost town. And you guys continue to defend this crap over and over and over again. It's unbelievable. Just go ahead and put the excuse, because I know you don't agree, so just go ahead and let it out. Get your autism out, because I know you can't afford to go to the therapist, so get in the motherfucking chat and say, I'm wrong, Michael. Just go ahead and fucking spit in my face and tell me I'm wrong, you dumb fucks. But when Asmongold has the same opinion, I don't want to see you losers in his fucking comment section be like, yeah, Asmongold, great points. Fucking incels. You guys are absolute retards. Just absolute retards. I'm right, and it's not about me. It's not about Michael. But you made it about Michael. See, that's the thing. You made it about Michael. Oh, but your channel says Michael. No, my channel says go fuck yourself. That's what it says. Look it up in fucking Greek. It says go fuck yourself. God, I swear these people are so fucking stupid and incompetent in here. The Great Reset coming through with the 5. And he says, I have to believe that this game will be the best in the world. I have nothing other than GTA 6 whole personality into my life. Great, fantastic super chat. Love to see it. So, okay, this is GTA 5. And, the number one excuse is that the PlayStation 3 was limited. The Xbox 360 was limited. Okay, we understand. That's not an excuse. Rockstar showed us something that doesn't exist. And you guys bought it hook, line, and sinker, and you don't care. You love being lied to. That's what they have figured out. Rockstar has figured that out. And for some reason, you guys will say it's an upgrade. By the way, that's the second excuse. It's an upgrade. By the way, it's not an upgrade. When you show me the game full of life and these NPCs doing something that matches the environment, that's not an upgrade. I don't care about textures. I don't care about resolution. Homie, at the end of the day, the NPCs are gone. It's now a ghost town. You cannot sit here and tell me that this was an upgrade. Oh, they're just doing it for the trailer, Michael. Well, that's bullshit, okay? It's bullshit. You guys are losers. If any other company did this, you would be calling it out and saying, oh, they pulled the Ubisoft. They're showing us the game, and it's going to be heavily downgraded on release. But Rockstar does it, and you fucking applaud it. You fucking applaud it. You're like, oh, hell yeah, I like the game version better because it just means me in the world. I'm an incel, and I'm afraid of other NPCs in the game. So you actually like this. I know you do. Low key, you fucking love it. You love the empty world shit because that's actually what gamers are used to. They're not used to all this shit going on in these worlds. So they love these empty worlds. So they get on a motherfucking horse and go abra motherfucking cadabra, bitch. And they spend 400 hours into this fucking fantasy wizard type shit. Put on a motherfucking it's cringe as shit. You guys need to get a job and fill out that application. You have over a year to buy a PlayStation 5 Pro and a year. I don't want to hear anyone saying that they can't afford this game in May 26, 2026. I don't want to hear anyone saying or complaining about prices. You know the date. You know when the game is coming out, May 26, 2026. You have no excuse. You have no excuse. I don't want to hear you complain about PlayStation 5 Pro prices because you could have bought one right now, and if they increase in the next few weeks or months, it's on you. I don't want to hear any excuses about prices. I don't want to hear any excuses about how you can't afford the game. Rockstar gave you the release date, May 26, 2026, okay? You know when the game is coming out. Now put in the work. It's over a year. You should be able to find, you should be able to get a PlayStation 5 Pro if you want one and a copy of Grand Theft Auto 6 in that time. It shouldn't take... I don't want to hear any excuses. Here we go. Now, it doesn't end with Grand Theft Auto 5. You might be like, well, that's just a one-time thing. It's not. Because in Red Dead Redemption 2, they did the same thing, and this one's bad. We're going to pull this one up right now. This one is bad. Wait till we show you this. Are you guys ready for this? I don't think we're ready. One in the chat right now. I need you guys to start locking in. One in the chat. Let's go. Low energy in here. We have almost 400 viewers. Let's go. I need you guys to start locking in. Let's go. Let's go. Bugs Bunny's coming through.
Bobby in the butt sex super chatted $4.99.
Let's go.
Oh, but Michael the First will pre-order it for $200 if that's what it takes. And I'll make all the excuses. Bayer, 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 Bayer.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Get a job, get a life. Thank you so fucking much. Okay, Bobby coming through there with the 5. We're going to flip back over here in a minute. We wanted to check in with you folks to wake your ass up in here because I have the Red Dead Redemption 2 one to show you, and I can show you that this didn't stop with Grand Theft Auto 5. So the whole excuse that the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360 were underpowered is certainly true, but at the end of the day, the PlayStation 4 was more capable. Red Dead Redemption 2, they didn't have as many excuses. So, and it's just as bad, believe me. It's just as bad. And I have a feeling that this is going to happen again with Grand Theft Auto 6, and the normies are going to just sit there and say, we love it. Look at this right here. The legend, straight up Brando is in the building. Look at this right here. Unbelievable.
Brando Vibes has just tipped $10.
We got to stand up for this one.
Nobody can get the scoop on if we will have the choice to maintain our vehicles like the horse in Red Dead 2.
Probably not. Probably not. They,
Can we get that intro one more time?
Probably not. I mean, straight up Brando's coming through, and he's coming through in a way that makes sense with that $10 super chat. You love to see it. I'm going to tell you what, folks. It's a sad, sad situation. You probably won't, because, I mean, there's no confirmation of being able to even put fuel in the car. Why would they make the car an integral part of the gameplay experience? I mean, you know, they're going to dumb this down for the normies. They want to make as much money as possible. They want everyone They want it as easy and accessible to play, so that way people don't, you know. That's why they removed the driving in Grand Theft Auto 4, because it wasn't fully accessible. It was a turnoff thing where it's like, well, you know, you have to. There's a learning curve to the driving in Grand Theft Auto 4, and the normies couldn't handle that. Rockstar wanted to make big money. They dumbed down the driving in Grand Theft Auto 5. The normies love it. They're still playing it to this day, 13 years later. Straight up Brando's in the building. We're coming back, and we're coming back in a way that makes sense right here to this, because now I'm going to show you Red Dead Redemption 2. We just showed you Grand Theft Auto 5 and how the game was downgraded, and you still don't care. You should all in the chat be saying, yes, now you guys want to come through.
Bobby in the butt sex super chat.
Let's get it going. Come on. Just donate 100. Just donate 100. Get it over with. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Grand Theft Auto 6. Lucia. She's sexy. She's sexy. She's sexy. Lucia. Yeah, we're going to pay 500. Lucia for that big juicy ass. Lucia. Yeah, shut your bitch ass up. I'm fucking sick of it. God. I was yapping for how long there? A pure silence. You guys didn't want to come through. Now that I got things to show you guys, you want to come and disrupt the show for $2. Fuck up out of here, you poor. Okay, here we go. Are you guys ready for this one? Oh, this is bad. It's a fucking ghost town. It's a ghost town. It's worse than Grand Theft Auto 5. Guys, this is Red Dead Redemption 2. This is Red Dead Redemption 2. Rockstar downgraded Red Dead Redemption 2. I covered this in 2017, and you guys did not want to listen. Rockstar... Oh, it's just the time of day, by the way. It's just the time of day, by the way. Oh, it's not that important, Michael. Oh, it's not. The same thing is going to happen with Grand Theft Auto 6, and I'm going to be right again. You didn't want to listen. Oh, no. You didn't want to listen. You stupid idiots. It is over. The fantasy of Grand Theft Auto 6, it is over. Because they downgraded Red Dead Redemption 2. On the left, right down here, is Red Dead Redemption Trailer 1. The right, the final game. It's over. It's a colossal downgrade in my opinion. It's a colossal downgrade in my opinion. And... you know, if there's any good that can come from the new Rockstar, they need to stop doing this. Holy shit, is this a disappointment? And when you play these games and then you roam around in the world and it's just a ghost town. It's like, where is the where are the people at? And you know, this is supposed to be Harold's General Store, by the way, and he's got all his goods out for sale and everyone's busy and everyone's doing all the work. And then you play the game and it's like one fucking sad, depressed dude sitting over there on the steps and then another standing back there, and it's like, where's all the shit? Where's all the content? It's all been stripped away. It is totally over, and I'm afraid that the same thing is going to happen with Grand Theft Auto 6. They did it with Red Dead Redemption 2, and that game just came out, 7 years ago? Well, they'll do it again with Grand Theft Auto 6. And you can't use hardware as an excuse because the PlayStation 4 was capable. The PlayStation 4 at the time was capable, and even if it's not, they're Rockstar. They're wizards, right? Come on. You guys continue to use the hardware excuse. Hardware this, hardware that, hardware this. Where is Harold's General Store, and why aren't the people at Harold's General Store? You guys are absolute idiots if you think that Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be anything like what they're showing you right now. It's all smoke and mirrors. It's a Watch Dogs 2.0 situation is what it is. I can tell you that right now. It's a Watch Dogs 2.0 situation. It is a Watch Dogs 2.0 situation, folks. Go ahead and try and defend this right now. We're going to give you losers the limelight. We're giving you losers the limelight. I'm up in my tower looking down at you losers, and we're going to go ahead and drop down a microphone so you guys can speak your fucking mind on this and let me know how I'm wrong. Go ahead. Now's your opportunity to come in here and tell World Class how he's wrong. You have nothing to say about this. You just want to sit there and say, oh, Michael, oh, Michael. It's just an oh, Michael situation for you incels, 24-7. You can't discuss what you're seeing on the screen. But if Asmongold made a video, you would be like, oh my God, I'm locked in, Asmongold. Yes, 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 great point. Wow, yes, 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 great point. Wow, yes, 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 great point. Wow. That's what you guys would be doing. Joshua Trump. We got to stand up for this
super
one.
chatted $5. Don't lose your breath with most of these losers. They won't listen.
I know.
Reality will hit them soon enough, and they'll come in to apologize to you.
No, they won't, because I was right about this game getting delayed. I was right about Grand Theft Auto 6 getting delayed. I predicted that delay a long time ago. There's tons of streams you can go back and watch. There's tons of videos, tons of shorts, I guess. More streams than anything, but we were right on the money with this game not coming out in fall of 2025, and now the narrative is that, well, duh, we knew it wasn't coming out. No, that's not true. That's not true. Take-Two was telling us that it was still on track. Take-Two was telling us that it was still coming fall of 2025, and I sat there and I made a video 3 months ago. And I said, don't believe the hype. Grand Theft Auto 6 is not releasing this year. And all the comments are a bunch of... I should go back to that video, and I should ban everyone right now. I should go back to that video where I said Grand Theft Auto 6 is not coming out this year. Don't believe the hype. And just go back and ban all of those people for just being fucking stupid idiots and not giving World Class a chance. I think that's what we should do. Because... they didn't want to listen. They're not going to listen. They're still not listening. They're still. You could show them that I had Cyberpunk out here. I had Cyberpunk out here early, and I was telling you, couldn't show you gameplay, and I was telling you guys the volcano's about to erupt. You don't even know how bad this is. Oh, you're just a troll. We're not going to take you seriously. You say anything for clout. Blah 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 blah. You're a grifter. You're this. You're that. Get every motherfucking label in the book, and it's just like, what more do you need? It's unbelievable. It's like if a dude has a game and he's telling you it's not good, and he has it early, why would I lie about that? Like that's not going to get me fucking clout points. Like, yeah, because it's like, well, they're going to play the game and see that it's not bad, so why? No one's going to agree. It's not like they're... So it made no sense to lie about Cyberpunk. And they still didn't want to listen. So they'll never listen. They have a listening deficiency. I don't know if it's an internet thing or what it is, but you can't get these people in here to listen. They just don't want to listen. I have showed you all of the examples that I have brought today, and you guys still can't sit there and say one thing about it. We showed you GTA 5. We showed you Red Dead Redemption 2. It's a sad, sad situation. Rockstar always downgrades their games. I would love to hear the excuses. Go ahead and put the excuses in the chat right now on why this is so cool. Because that's what you guys love doing. Why is this so cool? Go ahead. If this were Ubisoft, you would sit there and oh, my God. Okay, you mods have. We're banning off-topic discussion. This is not a little chat room where you can come in and go off-topic, okay? That's not how it works. Get on topic or get out. It's as simple as that. You don't care? That you're a consumer. You're a part of the problem. Holy shit. This depresses me? Well, it should. God, you guys just want to be sold fantasy, 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 fantasy. That's what you guys want to be sold time and time and time again. Fantasy, 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 fantasy. Okay, so maybe we do have maybe they are robots. That's why these people in here never can really communicate in a way that makes sense, because it is when we're talking in a language that you can probably understand and you don't want to react. It's a bit of an issue. You guys need to seek help. The point of why are we showing you this? First person to get it right. Why are we showing you this today? First person to get it right gets pinned in the chat. Why are we showing you this today? Go ahead. I want an intelligent comment. But I might be waiting about 10 minutes. Why are we showing you this? You don't even know why this is on the screen. And yet again, Joshua Trump with the two-time Tony Hawk combo. You love to see it. Hey, Bam is back in. They put Bam in Tony Hawk's remake.
I guess it's time to show these people what Ubisoft did back then in 2016.
They can go watch Chromecast for that. I'm not.
But Ubisoft sucks BTW.
I think hating on Ubisoft is easy. Anyone can do that. Everyone agrees. When you come at these people with this, imagine if Crowcat made a video like this and he showcased all of these trailers. He went through all of the trailers and then matched them up, and it was just this every time. It's just a void of life. It's an empty open world. I'm done with empty open worlds. I can't play them anymore, okay? It's 2026 almost, and we're on the precipice of the biggest video game in our lifetime. Literally, there won't be a bigger video game in our lifetime because GTA 7 is never coming out, and maybe we don't, So we're on the precipice of the biggest video game in the world, and you're just not getting it right now. You guys are not locking in. Joshua Trump is in the building, and he's coming through, and it's what we love to see, it coming through in a way that makes sense with a two-time Tony Hawk combo. I don't think that Rockstar lies. Rockstar does lie. Let's get you banned. It's right here on the screen. You're kind of complaining about it not being sold to fantasy? This is false advertising is what it is, dumbass. That's what it is. At least with Cyberpunk, they had a damn thing on the screen that said, well, it's a work in progress. Quit glazing for Rockstar. Holy shit. You can't say anything bad about Rockstar because they're the best at what they do, God forbid, Unbelievable. Holy shit. No one got it right. No one knows why this is on the screen and how it correlates with Grand Theft Auto 6. Are you guys really that fucking stupid? Who raise a show of hand? Who got your high school? How did you get your high school diploma? Just say that you want to be sold a lie. Just say that you love being lied to. Just say that you love being Just really honestly say it, because that's what you're admitting right now. That's what you're saying. You're saying, you know what, Michael? I love the fact that these games are empty and abandoned, and it's nothing like what they show. That's what you love. But Ubisoft, you know, when Ubisoft, by the way, Ubisoft, it's called ubiquitous software, okay? I talk to the developers unlike you because I'm a somebody and you're a nobody, okay? Banfuse Rock Legends, motherfucker. Yeah, you don't even know about that game, bitch. Shut your bitch ass up. Ubisoft, by the way. You know what, motherfucker? Banfuse Rock Legends. Yeah, you wouldn't know anything about that. Yeah, rock on, motherfucker. You have no idea what I'm even talking about. Fucking fake-ass motherfucking gamers in here, I swear to God. You guys have never picked up a controller before in your life. I swear to God, all of this, I guarantee I'm in the Truman Show in here. All fake gamers in here. 100% fake gamers. They've never picked up a controller before in their life, and they're all role-playing in this chat as gamers. That's what's going on. 100% convinced. 100% convinced. 100% convinced. God. When they come out of the woodwork and show me something and then I play the game and it's not in there, I am disappointed. I have a right to be disappointed. You guys are losers. I'm sorry. You're just losers. Doug talking to you, losers.
The Great Reset super chatted $5. I admit it. The fantasy of the perfect game is more fun than the games themselves.
Yeah,
I admit
it is. It is. But, and that's why you guys can't listen here today, is because what we're showing you is we're unraveling the mystery here today, and you don't want to see that. You don't want to see that because you know what's next. Grand Theft Auto is next. Grand Theft Auto 6 is next. They're going to do the same thing. The Red Dead Redemption 2 trailer is nothing like the game. Oh, it looks better, Michael. You're dumb, Michael. You don't know what you're talking about, Michael. Oh, my God. An upgrade, by the way. I'm going to ban you. If you think this is an upgrade, you seriously, I think you're on the spectrum. How is this an upgrade, bro? How is this an upgrade? You have like one NPC on the screen. Maybe two. Compared to how many are there? And not only that, but all of the stuff that really sells the believability of the general store. Come on, dude. The general store looks like it's out of business. And in the trailer, it looks like it's a living, breathing, thriving general store. God. You can't. I can't communicate with you guys. Cállate, pinche pendejo. Puto. Caca. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sick and tired of it. I'm sick and tired of it. I'm sick and tired of it. That's why we're starting a new channel, and we're going to have the most pure game discussion imaginable on the goddamn internet. That's what we're going to fucking do. And we're going to have the most intellectual viewers that come over there and discuss game design and discuss all video game-related stuff. And when I show them something, they're going to say, wow, you know what, Michael? That's a great point. Instead of talking about Donald fucking Trump or some shit like that or whatever else you guys are talking about, Kanye's new song, I don't care. That shit is so off topic. We're going to start banning you losers. Holy shit. This is not your forum to come in here and play off-topic chat. Where are my mods? We have no mods. When I need my mods, nowhere to be found. I think we should pull the wrenches from all of them. Because they have not shown up. They have not shown. I need my mods when there's big game coverage. We have to get the mods in here. And then all of a sudden they just, they can't be bothered to come in here. How does that even make sense? You're given the wrench to police the chat as best as you think possible, as best to your ability as possible, when you can, okay? And then it's like, okay, well, Michael's been talking about Grand Theft Auto for weeks and weeks and weeks and months and months and months. Wouldn't you think as a mod to be like, oh shit, I kind of have to get in there, right? Because this is going to be a big stream. Just nowhere to be found. And then some people in here, they last like 5 minutes, and it's like, this isn't a video. You're not getting just start watching my videos then. My video on Grand Theft Auto 6 has barely 3,000 viewers. Maybe you start watching the fucking videos. Because we should be at way more viewers than 3,000 viewers. It's ridiculous. You guys do not care. God. It's okay, because we're dissecting trailer 2 again. I'm done talking about that because you didn't even get the point. I don't care. I'm done talking about that because you guys didn't get the point. You didn't want to agree. You didn't want to listen. And it's not, you could disagree, but you didn't even want to disagree. Oh, Michael, we get it, Michael. You know, the game had to be downgraded because this, that, and the third. It's just, oh, there's the Cybertruck. Oh, shit, that guy's got some money. There's the motherfucking Cybertruck, homie. You know what I think we're going to do? We're just going to play this on loop. We're going to play this on loop because you guys love it. It's going to be a watch party in here, homie. Are you ready? Jason!
What you doing up
What
there?
you doing up there?
Just fixing some leaks.
Oh, my God. It's so
Seriously,
terrible.
dude, you got some time on your hands. I got some properties with paying tenants.
Oh, that's why you came by?
Just go get me my checks.
See you, Brian. Love you, Jason.
I don't think we're going to be able to play it. I think we're having an issue here.
I'm here for Lucia Caminos. She's supposed to be getting out.
What's your name?
Jason Duval.
I seen you here before.
You might have. Hey.
Hey.
We happened to be at the same party.
Hands above your head, now!
You, stay.
I remember in the time
The new beginnings.
You breaking news, isn't it? This place is just the start for us.
Ring the bell! Shots, baby!
The only thing that matters is who you know and what you got.
Gonna do this, we're doing it right.
Yo, D, this full effect? They got your name, address, they got everything.
Us cops, we gotta protect each other.
Oh, it's so cringe.
We got this.
We got it.
Oh, my God.
Yo, D, this full effect? They got your name, address, they got everything.
Us cops, we gotta protect each other.
One of the worst trailers ever.
You and me, Lou. We got this.
We got it.
Say Vice City, baby! Vice City, baby!
Come to Fields Ammunition today. We got more guns than the law allows.
Hey.
I mean, really, this is the male fantasy game. Rockstar is making billions here. This is the male fantasy game. Lucia's coming home after work. Rockstar's making billions with this game, homie. Because really, you could just pretend like you're Jason and Lucia's your girlfriend, and that's what this is. We've cracked the code here. It was so smart to make Lucia, the main character in this game instead of these ugly male protagonists like Nico and fucking Roman. No one gives a shit about that. You put motherfucking Lucia in this bitch. She's shaking her ass. This is the male fantasy right here. Jason's building a new home. You can see it being renovated throughout the trailer here. You get to live with Lucia in a paradise land. I mean, motherfucking ass. They making billions, homie.
Hey.
Friends, can you hook me up, please?
Why is this not playing? Oh my God. Oh, it's just so terrible. It's really just so terrible. I mean, well, that's okay because you guys aren't going to be able to afford the game when it comes out next year. I mean, you're not going to get a job between now and then. You're not going to be able to save up, a few $100 to get this game and maybe a PlayStation 5 Pro. It's going to run best on PlayStation 5 Pro, and it's just a sad, sad situation. Jalapeno, by the way. You're going to be on GTA 6 24/7. Literally everything that I've been talking about, all the other content creators are talking about it now. Remember weeks ago I said if they add basketball into this game, it's going to cannibalize NBA 2K. They can't add basketball into this game. Not for online anyway. They can't add basketball into this game because it's going to cannibalize NBA 2K sales. Imagine, I mean, just think about it like that. Ooh. Taking off work, by the way. Okay, buddy. No one's taking off work because no one has a job in here.
What you doing up there?
I was just fixing some leaks.
Seriously, dude, you got some time on your hands. I got some properties with paying tenants.
Oh, that's why you came by?
Just go get me my checks.
See you, Brian. Love you, Jason. I'm here for Lucia Caminos. She's supposed to be getting out.
What's your name?
Jason Duval.
I seen you here before.
You might have. Hey.
Hey.
We happened to be at the same party.
Hands above your head, now!
You, stay.
I remember in the time
The new beginnings.
You break the news, isn't it? Trust me, this place is just the start for us.
Ring the bell! Shots, baby!
The only thing that matters is who you know and what you got.
Gonna do this? We're doing it right.
Yo, D, this full effect? They got your name, address, they got everything.
Us cops, we gotta protect each other.
You and me.
Yo, D, this full effect? They got your name, address, they got everything.
Us cops, we gotta protect each other.
It's so bad. Oh my God.
You and me, Lou. We got this.
We got it.
Say my city, baby. My city, baby.
Come to Fields Ammunition. We got more guns than the law allows.
Hey.
Yeah, you guys just can't wait to play this game. Lucia's coming home from guys, the whole game is in this trailer. They just it's like you know, if you like Pulp Fiction, someone should re-edit the trailer and put it in order. You can see the apartment before they start getting stuff in it too.
Hey.
Hey, if you got friends, can you hook me up, please?
That's what I was saying. If you were to go back in time and you know, when GTA 4 first came out and you were to show them this is the trailer for GTA 6, they would be like, what the fuck is that? Well, I like that ass. Like, this is unbelievably sad. There's nothing to see in the trailer. I mean, it's just a bunch of, you know, it's another sizzle reel. Yeah, because I'm the only YouTuber complaining. In fact, probably am, because y'all want to shill. You know, well, now you're shilling Doom the Dark Ages. Looks like a Netflix show that gets canceled after the first season. I'm not playing Doom. You guys are losers. I'm not playing that garbage. Yeah, that's all it is. It's just a big sim simulator. It's just a big sim simulator. Oh, Lord. Okay, well, we've gone through what we wanted to talk about today. You guys have low energy. Yeah, we have apparently 330 people watching, which is a little bit above average compared to what we normally get. And yet you guys just have no energy in here. You have nothing to discuss. You have nothing to discuss in regards to the game. What do you want me to tell you about this game? It looks like trash. What do you want me to tell you?
Okay, King Jose, cállate pinche pendejo. Okay, cállate pinche pendejo. I'm fucking so sick of your ass. Jesus Christ. Shut the fuck up and get a fucking job or some shit. Motherfucking asses in here, dude. Like, get the fuck. That's why when we start the new channel, it's all new viewers. No one coming over. Not a single soul is coming to the new channel. We'll have 400 fucking viewers talking about this game. We're not going to be stuck with 300 because y'all have some like weird ass perception of the show. Don't give a fuck. All new viewers that want to discuss video games and not just fucking put catchphrases in the chat and poke the fucking bear and you it's so funny. Stupid as shit. You can't say one thing about the game. You can't even defend the game. It's pathetic. So pathetic. You guys are the fakest. Like, where did you guys come from? Like, I swear to God, you had to come from like some fucking cave on the internet your ass crawled out of. And it's just like where the incels congregate. Like fucking dead ass. Like, there's no other option. Okay, well, we're going to go through the screenshots again because you're not listening. Why is this video looking like this? Why are we like a ghost? Okay. Why are we like a ghost? There we go. Okay, let's pull this up here. Okay, why is that like a ghost too? Okay. Literally Paul Walker, dude. Dude. Literally Paul Walker. Literally Paul Walker. How is that not Paul Walker? That's straight up Paul Walker. Rockstar can say anything and people will believe it is. I know they will. Well, it's funny, Lewis, because just a few weeks ago, since you're the only human being in here that wants to actually have a conversation, and I'm not just saying that because you're a mod and, you support the show and stuff like that. Well, actually, it was straight up Brando that said that. Straight up Brando, but, it's just, it's unbelievable. But it's so funny because just a few weeks ago, they were saying Rockstar hates their fans. Rockstar is all about greed now. They don't care about their fans that made them and all of this crap. And it's like now that Rockstar has pulled the curtain back, they're on their knees. So funny. Okay, let's get you up out of here. Oh, Lord. That's what we're talking about. King Jose's coming through. Okay, how do we get out of this screenshot here? Yeah, so this is definitely a mission because that's his buddy, right? That's that. Dude, oh my God, it's so cringe. He wears that one stupid t-shirt. Where's this picture at right here? Oh, this is Jason's best buddy, by the way. What does it say? Violence is cool. Thanks, video game. Like, I'm done. Like, bro, that is Reddit humor. That is so cringe. Holy shit, that is so cringe. Violence is good. Thanks, video games. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, we're gonna have to get Jack Thompson because I don't know. Oh my god. The real question is whether the writing will be good. Well, I think this confirms that it's cringe. It's just beyond cringe. Like, they're implying that violent video games are productive to society when in reality they're not. Like, if you think this game is productive to society, you're a loser. Like, you're straight up a loser. Look at this garbage. Look at this filth. Upon Fee is coming through with the 5. It's what we love to see. Upon Fee is in the building, and he's coming through with that 5. He says, Rockstar's become what they hated. They lived long enough to become the villain. This is the lowest common denominator. Corporate promotion cringe. Yeah. It is. Wait till you see the writing in this game. There's rumors that this is a stealth woke game. That they're not pushing the woke agenda because, you know, obviously they don't want to disrupt the hype and sales pre-orders when they go live. So what they do is they essentially hide the woke themes as much as possible, even though I can see through this for some reason. No one else can. But, you know, they can hide the woke themes primarily.
Shenaniganess super chatted $4.99. Slopstar Games gave us GTA for TikTok Zoomers. I don't remember Nico being buff and hot, but it must be integral to the plot now to be hot and sexy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, I mean, think about, you know, this is the male fantasy game with Lucia. You know, that's really what this is. Party it up in Vice City and live out this fantasy life and all this crap. And it's like, well, you know, if the main characters were ugly, you know, if Lucia weren't attractive, then it wouldn't sell. So they had to make sure that everyone looks like a movie star. Got Shenanigan coming through. Well, I already said I think to make this game interesting and controversial, I think they should have COVID in the game. I think the game should be set in 2020, and I think because that would explain why this stuff is so abandoned. Because when you zoom in here, and it's not about draw distance, but there's nothing happening in this scene. You have, 4 people over here playing basketball. Actually, they're all standing around. See, they're all standing around. And then you have, a little action over here. There's about 4 NPCs as well. So that's 8 NPCs total. If you count on the bus, that's a lot. But other than that, it's pretty empty. You zoom in over here to the hotel, and it's a ghost town. Again, you zoom over here into the balconies. There's like maybe 2 people down there. But for the most part, it's empty, and it's like, that's not even that far away. And then up here on the balconies, there's nothing as well. It's like, what are we doing in this game here? And I understand the game isn't finished, but it's like, this is not a good look. This is not what we want to see. This is like GTA 5 all over again. This is straight up like GTA 5 all over again. Now, if you had COVID in the game, you could excuse this and say, okay, well, the Vice City's going on lockdown. The COVID-19 virus is coming through. You know what I mean? I'm not even trolling. I think that would have been more interesting than whatever this is. There's 0 people in this picture outside of what I just showed you. This is crazy to me. It's a promotional image too. It's not like we're zooming in on a trailer shot. Yeah, they have this action going on down here, but it's like, you know, a couple of NPCs over here, but other than that, it's pretty empty. It's pretty static. And then the pool over here to the hotel, there's no one over here. Like 2 people, I think. I think I see 2 people. 2 people, by the way. What is going on with this game? And clearly the interiors are not enterable. You can look at these hotel rooms and, you know, that's you obviously can't go into them. That would be a far cry. That would be a pipe dream to believe that you could go into those buildings. And, you know, even on the streets here, there's no NPCs walking around. Like, I don't know if they turned them off to. Like, there's just nothing going on in this world, and this is like the opposite of what we wanted to see here. Immersive open world with COVID is just pathetic. Slopstar, 1 more year to fix this mess. Well, that's the beauty, is that they do have 1 more year to fix this, but. Like, it is straight up a dead, empty open world, dude. It is straight up an empty open world. Like, I don't know what we're doing, but. No, I don't think that's fake. I think you're going to be able to play basketball in the game, but.
Nicholas Herezovsky super chatted $5. Rockstar delayed to 6 cause Steam and foreign policies passed laws to limit/remove predatory business practices that turned it into transaction hell.
Oh, I have no idea what you're talking about. God, you guys are weirdos. What does that have to do with anything that this is? What does it have to do with anything? You guys are fucking weirdos, dude. Yeah, because that has everything to do with what the game look. You make 0 cents. Just straight up 0 cents, dude. Oh Lord. It's literally a single player game. I don't know where microtransactions is like has anything to do with part of the discussion. Makes 0 sense. Saw a comment that said GTA 6 looks like Saints Row 2022. Yeah, well, they don't care.
The 111 super chatted 17 Israeli new shekels and 90 agarot. You think the next trailer will be gameplay?
No, we're too far out from that. No, I think we're too far out from it. There won't be another trailer anytime soon. I mean, this is it for a long time. You're talking many more months before they put out anything new. They're not updating us on this game for a long time. There's no need to. I mean, at this point, there's really no need to. You have a release date. You have a new trailer. You have all new screenshots. I mean, there's really no point. So you won't be getting trailer 3 until, I would argue, probably December. But even that might be too soon. Okay, let's get you up out of here. No, there's no reason to update us on the game until, I would argue, 2026 at this point. You have a release date, you have a trailer, you have screenshots. You know, there's literally no need for them to ever talk about this game until they get close to release, which is over a year from now. So that's why they dumped all of this, because that's it. You're not getting continued updates here. They're going to go quiet again. December through February is the next trailer. No, I think you're going to have to wait till at least the fall. Let's go, guys. One in the chat. We're going to have to wrap this up here soon. The support is just not where it needs to be. I don't know where you guys are at, but it's not in here. Final version of GTA 6 will have less NPCs because the game has to run on Series S, which is weak. No, all they're going to do is just tone it down in scale. That's why they're showing like close-ups now. They're not showing the whole beach scene like they did, because I think they realize. I mean, I just showed you the screenshot earlier with the basketball guys, and it's a dead, empty, open world. So I think the scale has already been toned down. .300 viewers can't chat. Nothing to talk about, by the way. Well, that's great, because, you know, I can type in GTA 6 right now. Wow, there's a video that got uploaded one day ago and has 300,000 views, hundreds of comments. So there's plenty of stuff to talk about, but you guys can't figure that discussion out. Oh, Lord. All right, well, we're going to wrap this up here today. Not as long. You guys obviously just can't handle it, so I don't know what to tell you.
Shenaniganess super chatted $4.99. Rockstar spending all their time and money and all these years just to make a flavor of the month game. What a shame.
Yeah, it really is. Rockstar spending all their time and money on all of these years just to make the flavor of the month game. What a shame. Yeah, it's a sad situation. I don't know. Oh, and they here we go. Hold on. Let's talk about this. Does this look normal to you? Go ahead. Let's start debating this one. I'll open up the lines right now. You want to start debating? Let's go. Does that look normal to you? See if you can see it. No. Does that look normal to you? Go ahead and take. I'm not even going to tell you what I'm looking at, but just go ahead. Okay, let's get you up out of here. They were saying that this is normal and that people actually ride. So you're telling me this guy is riding his bike with bare feet and the slippers are underneath the pedals? I don't think that's how most people ride bikes. They were literally defending this and saying it's not a mistake, and that well, you know, the slippers are underneath the pedal. The sandals are underneath the pedal. No, they were saying that they weren't glitched. This happens in real life? No, it doesn't. The only way that works is if you're pedaling barefoot. I don't think anyone wants to pedal barefoot because it would hurt your feet. So make that make sense. I can get on a bike and try it. But no one wants to pedal barefoot.
Oh, here we go. That happened to you by the... And then you guys are going to say next that all of you guys live in Florida. That's the next gimmick in here. You know, yesterday you guys were doing that like, we all live in Florida, by the way. Yeah, I bet you do. Then get your ass outside and go compare the screenshots and trailer 2 to the real life Florida. Go ahead and make some content, bud. I'll watch. But you ain't going to do that. If you live in Florida, you have a great opportunity to make some content right now, as Florida is going to be the big destination to go to. When this game comes out, everyone's going to be interested in Florida and Miami and all of that stuff. I don't think it's an error. I've seen people ride bikes like this. Go ahead and Google images then. Go ahead and Google images. God. I swear, I mean, I probably shouldn't say this, but when I reviewed a game, the publisher sent talking points. So, this is a long time ago. But when I used to review games and get review codes, because I didn't, but they would send you material to understand the game if you didn't know what the game was. Literally just give you talking points like they have to be getting paid to show other bots. It's just like, imagine defending this like, and what are these people taking a selfie with? Because they're not facing the whale. You would think they would be taking a selfie over by the whale, but they're not taking a selfie by the whale. So what do they take? They're taking a selfie in front of this thing, the shop? It doesn't make any sense. Why aren't they taking a selfie in front of the whale? That doesn't make any sense. When you ride bikes with flip-flops, this happens. No, it doesn't. The flip-flop is over the pedal. What are you talking about? I don't understand what you're talking about. How can the flip-flop get behind the pedal? Your feet don't come off the pedal. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. Make no sense. If you walk up to those NPCs, they'll just be standing around doing nothing. Well, like I said, for this one, the whale, we have NPCs on top of the whale and stuff, and it's like that's what I want to see, how they're going to handle that, because that looks a little bit more unique than just standing around.
Mike Bobo Stinks super chatted $1.99. Kaluga Park is Providence Canyon in GA.
Yeah, Georgia. Georgia's in the game. There's also Liberty City in the game. Rockstar's hiding a few. I mean, obviously we're not. Rockstar is, I think, yeah. So there could be potentially 3 maps. It might not just be Florida. There could be a little bit of Georgia. There could be Liberty City. There could be also some other place. Now, if they go all out like that, then that'll be surprising. The flip-flop is programmed to separate from the heel. Yeah, I understand that, but that's not what I'm looking at. Oh my God. Okay, just play Red Dead Redemption 2. Play Red Dead Redemption 2 and ask yourself, okay, well, these NPCs, I mean, yeah, these NPCs I don't think these NPCs will ever get on that bus. They're going to stand there indefinitely.
I think, you know, the lady on the scooter, she'll move out of the scene. The bike as well, so you have people moving. The selfie crew, you know, have no idea. But the whale's interesting because you have people on top of it. So that's like, okay, well, how are you going to get – are you telling me they're going to dynamically climb up on top of the whale? There's no way. These NPCs will be stuck in a loophole. There is a theme park in the game. It is a photo with NPCs, positions, animations that are in the game, like other Rockstar trailers. Manually not going to have it simultaneously in the game. Okay, so where is this Wonder Whale? Is this Wonder Whale real? This has to be real. They didn't just think of it. They're not that clever. I'm going to type it. Is the Wonder Whale real? There's got to be something similar to it. It's inspired by something. They're going to slip off with janky movement. Yeah, well, we're hoping that they found a solution. They said there's a new AI system there's a new AI animation system in place that, and really that could be revolutionary, but you're not seeing any of it. Yeah, it's the Grand Canyon in Florida. I know what you're talking about. There's like a mini Grand Canyon, they call it. That's what that is. Or Georgia, rather. Of course not. You'll forget this was even a thing when the final game comes out with none of this. No, I'm going right to this spot when the game comes out. In a year from now, I'm going right to this spot when the game comes out, and we're going to see how accurate this picture is, and it's probably going to be a ghost town. The park rangers told us that Rockstar people were there for really. Hey, no, you're trolling, bud. The park rangers told you guys that Rockstar were there for months. They were doing some crazy shit at the Canyon. Rockstar employees were taking pictures and stuff discussing. Ain't no way, bro. Yeah, but when was that? Were they just there or what? Or was that years ago? Yeah, but when were the Rockstar employees there? They had to have been there years ago to make the game. Dude. Oh, shit. Where is this Wonder Whale at then? So I'm typing it in. Wonder Whale, Florida. I'm not seeing it. In 2022, they went to Florida. They went in 2019? Really? That's what the park rangers said? Or did you see them yourself? Why? Yeah, but if you're a Rockstar employee, you don't want to make it obvious that you work for Rockstar unless... Because then you're going to have fans come up and... They were in Miami in 2019 and 2018. How come no one... I'm assuming they didn't wear Rockstar shirts or something. Rockstar used Google, or no, I hope they actually did visit it, because if they just use Google Earth, it's not going to work. Bro, I lived there a lot. The Rangers saw them. It's a small park. Really? Rockstar visited New York and LA for GTA 4 and 5. Yeah, well, I'm assuming they did as well here. Serious cameras and equipment? Really? Rage Engine Ragdoll slot? Hey, let's go see the cruise ship. It's right here. Right behind this Ferris wheel, there's a huge cruise ship. Might be hard to see, but right there's the huge cruise ship. Not trolling because I told people months ago on this stream I was from the south of New. Yeah, right there's the massive cruise ship behind the Ferris wheel. Now, obviously, you're not going to be able to drive that, but it would be interesting at least if they had some interiors, but there's no way they're going to have interiors for that. That would be crazy. But there might be a mission or something that you do on it. No, they're not. Imagine if you could drive that cruise ship, it'd break the whole game. Like, maybe a way to fast travel or something. But I guess it wouldn't be that fast. See ragdoll physics from GTA 4 in this game. Okay, we're going to be wrapping this up here shortly. I don't know what's going on with the view count, but it's just fluctuating up and down. I don't know if people are clicking on the stream or what's going on, but you guys can't handle it today. So we're going to wrap it up. We've been live for 2 hours. It's plenty enough time. But, yeah, there's the big cruise ship. So with that said, we're going to wrap it up here. And, well, we showed you earlier what we were talking about here today. I don't know if I would believe everything that Rockstar's putting out right now, as things could change, and they probably will change. And, you know, as you saw, Grand Theft Auto 5 was severely downgraded. It turned into a ghost town. You could argue, well, the technical limitations. And then we looked at Red Dead Redemption 2, and the same thing happened with that. But just really a sad situation. So hopefully this screenshot stuff isn't just smoke and mirrors, and some of it lives up to what they're showing, because if you play that game next year, if you play GTA 6 next year and it's not all it's cracked up to be, then okay, let's get you up out of here. Then it's going to be a disappointment. But with that said, that is going to do it. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, tagging along, supporting the show, and we will see you later.